Hi, I'm Chef Jeff Trombetta from Norwalk Community College in Norwalk, Connecticut. And today I'm going to show you how to carve a turnip. So what we have here is a waxed yellow turnip. They have purple turnips, which are smaller and more white center and a purple-white outer skin. These are waxed yellow. They're a little harder. We're going to have to carve a cylinder, but what I'm doing here is I'm just taking off the waxed skin. So I'm going to carve this into a cylinder because you need a nice rounded turnip. Once you get a cylindrical piece like this of your waxed turnip, then it'll be easier to make your rows. So take your cylinder, go about 2/3 of the way up to the top, come down about a 30-degree angle to the center. You want to get about 5 petals. So you keep on rotating the turnip, and turnips are hard, so you have to use a little bit of force. That last one, I bring the knife up, because if I stayed down like that, I would cut through the previous petal. Doesn't look like much, but now I insert the knife, and I go to the bottom of the previous cut. I go to the bottom of that 35-degree angle. So where that point of the knife meets that, and if I go around like that, so this is an exercise in making cylinders, because I make a cylindrical cut, and this should come out like that. That's the first outer petals. Now the knife faces up again because I would cut through this. I would cut through the petal if the knife was down. Now you don't have to go all the way down again because it's just more delicate. See this? Just like that. Again, get the knife in there. About 2/3 of the way up to the top of the cylinder. 35-degree angle down. 35-degree angle to the center or the core of the turnip. Get that tip in there. Just the tip now. See how I'm choking up on the knife? Again, this is the same cut for any kind of rounded vegetable. Here I had to make it round. So you can make these out of potatoes, out of beets, radish, turnip. So we're almost at the center. We could do 1 or 2 more. Some people end right here. They like that little thick bud in the center. I like to make it a little bit more detailed. So this will be my last cut. And then I just kind of make the center just a tiny little bud. Now I'm going to round out the bottom. So I'm just going to kind of shave it and point it in so it has a little bit better, nicer shape. And that's your turnip flower. So let's do a simpler garnish, more of an edible garnish, which would be the julienne of the turnip. So I've peeled the rutabaga, or waxed turnip, and I've adjusted my blade, I've tuned up my knife, and I had to cut the rutabaga so it would fit in the width of this mandolin. And now I'm going to make some shavings, with applying equal pressure, being safe. So now let's julienne these thin stacks of turnip. This is a really good knife because you can see this cuts down on the friction. So the pieces fall off the knife easy after you cut them. And there you have a beautiful uniform julienne. So those are a couple of unique ways to carve a turnip, the julienne and the rose flower. So I'm Chef Jeff Trombetta from Norwalk Community College in Connecticut. And remember, it's just good carving.